Good
Hello,
morning,
everyone.
everyone. Oh, we are
It's so
getting
good
good
to
at
be back.
this. Right? Guys, girls, women, men, everybody who is watching us right now. We spend like a little few minutes speaking, like both of us, before we get into the live. And the topic already appeared. Zika was nailing it. But before we start, I want to invite you again for the purpose of these lives we are doing. I think this is the first thing we need to share every week with you, also that you can share it further with your friends, your families, the people surrounding you. So we are doing those episodes, we are doing those lives every Monday at 9:30 UK time, Greenwich time, because we sense and we see and we are living a time of transition. We know that many things out there don't make sense anymore, but people are asking, what does make sense then? If we know we shouldn't act like this anymore, how should we act? And if nobody is acting differently, how do I start? So these lives are a place where we want to meet and discuss exactly those topics, one topic at a time, like small pills that everybody can go and exercise through the week and take it for life. We are doing this here on YouTube in English so that like it can be heard worldwide, because many people, most people, I don't know if it's most people still nowadays, maybe we should do this in Chinese. But most people do speak in English, but we want and we need to translate it in all languages of the world so that we can really create a common movement, all planet around, to speak and to act differently, to speak about those topics. So I do this later on in Portuguese because I am Brazilian. Zirka does this later on in German because she is German. And we do need other people translating this into their mother tongue, into their mother language. So this is always the wake up call we want to do here. Come with us, be part of this movement, and let's really transform the planet today and not tomorrow. Okay, so now enough from this. Let's start, right, Zika? You identified a very good topic, a very important topic, I think, for many people, while I was telling you a little bit about my weekend.
Yeah, Kara said she spent time in silence, that she was connecting to her inner self and to nature. And so did I. And I also had the kids here. So, yeah, so there it was kind of limited, but we spent time outside and it was so helpful. And Kara said she is wondering how to go on, what will be her next steps. And this is what I also feel and what is my topic. And when I look around, this is also what some people in my surrounding feel. What will be what will be my next steps? How should I go on? And it's connected to acting. It's also connected to, uh, do I really want to go on as with what I'm doing right now, even if I thought that was what I always wanted to do. And it's about being very, very honest to yourself, being very open to like the divine, to maybe get into that steeples, to that boots that were built for you. And yeah, this is what I sense, what this is about right now.
uh, I think when we say that is about people are starting to listen to their spirit, to their what people say it's their calling, or they're even sensing, Zika, this this difference between what should be and what should not be anymore. Like until now, we were living in an illusion. The world is still living a big illusion. Like, what the hell? Which kind of planet, which kind of humanity would choose to make war, for example, right? This is an illusion because it has greed, it has the wish for money and more money, the wish for more power, and this is not giving us anything back as souls, as spirits, as beings in development, right? It's an illusion. People run after it in because they just see the matter and they are lost in this illusion, but other people like you, me, and everybody who is asking themselves, what should I do now? Because the old doesn't make sense. We already discovered, so to say, right, that this is an illusion and we need to start living like the real life, which is the spiritual life, which is the spiritual growth. And also, before we started, I was asking myself, so in which sense do I need to grow? And it's many, like I don't love enough, I'm not peaceful enough, I'm not charitable enough, I'm not honest enough. I mean, I could keep telling like a big list of things when I think about like God or Jesus, like the perfect great mother, those perfect beings. Like, how far am I from them, right? And I get lost with myself if I try to do everything at once. So since a few years I have chosen, like every time on my birthday, I choose one quality. Like, I want to expand my, like, being more charitable. This is what I choose for my year. And then I can choose, like, okay, how am I working that on myself? Is that at home, is that at work, is on the street, is probably everything. And then I put the focus on that spiritual growth of that one spiritual quality.
Yeah, and I think that is preparation. So because you were aware of the things you wanted to expand, and then you were working on it. And I think now, with your luggage of what you learned and what your learnings are, you can go on. The question is in which direction. And um, the thing maybe why we won't go on with that, what we feel, as you said, the connection to the spirit, might be fear. And when I was preparing for our call, um, I thought of an old situation which got mirrored to me. So, that twisted situations.
Mm-hmm.
And I, now for me, it was good. So it's like, ah, cool. Now I can also like have that. Um, and I thought whether some years ago it was kind of I felt bad about it, or I was kind of embarrassed, and I wondered why I'm not feeling this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to the conclusion that there are no parts of myself anymore in that field. There
Mm-hmm.
are there's nothing from myself in that situation, in that field, with that person, um, with that energy anymore. So I was collecting that piece of myself out of that and integrated it into myself again. And so I don't mind anymore and I can stay calm. And I think this is why I can go on in that field now, and I don't even think about something in you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But in other fields where I might think, oh, I I'm afraid to share all my thoughts maybe on YouTube. This also must be because some parts of myself are somewhere else with the people, and with those
Yes.
people that shouldn't make me stop,
Right.
that shouldn't make me
That's
not
not.
go
That's
into my
nice.
quality.
Recover. Let's collect back all the pieces.
Yes, it's about collecting our pieces back from everywhere so we are whole. And when we are whole, um, nothing matters anymore. What I will say, I don't think whether someone will make any judges about me, because I'm with myself and I'm in peace and I'm calm. So, what should happen? Everything will be fine. And I understood this maybe from this understanding here, because I knew it here, but now it's in my heart, and it's another understanding. Maybe this will help someone else um, to do whatever they want, to step into their true power, because everything you are afraid of is just a part of yourself given away to that fear. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
hard.
Yes.
Phew.
And I want to make while you were speaking,
Okay, so
Zeka.
just start. We can start everything because I won't.
It,
This is so.
you, it's so
Yeah.
strong.
Sorry.
It's so strong because like it's like at the same time we are speaking to you folks, it's like a self-realization for us here every time, right? We are working on a daily basis on this transformation, so we are not there yet. And it's so like a very practical thing that came into my mind while you were speaking, Zeka. Like when we didn't recover that piece yet, it's difficult to be and to handle the situation, right? Whatever it is. You know that I worked many years in the digital industry, like with innovation, big companies, multinationals. I am an engineering people, a computer engineer, and I saw many wrongdoings. I saw a lot of greed. I saw a lot of fight for power. I saw rich people getting richer without helping to make a better living for who is not rich yet, so to say. And that was disgusting for me at a point that I shut off all the connection to that world, to that field. I was quitting my job and saying, I don't want to be part of this illusion anymore. And I didn't recover that peace of mind which I left there. So I needed to shut the door completely and stay away from that and say, okay, I will follow a path of soul and spirit completely disconnected from that. And you can ask me, was that good? Was that right? I don't think there is good or right. There is the path that we choose, and that is what is possible. Like that was the only thing possible for me at the time. I needed to shut the door. And then the years passed through my new handling, my new doings, the new life I was choosing, and I could see myself and recover my peace, as Erika described. And then I realized I didn't need to shut the door. Actually, I shouldn't shut the door because I have a gift as an engineer. I was like studying and I was guided to that path because it's a gift I have. And with all the other qualities, even with the work of psychotherapist that I became later as a meditation teacher, I can go back and I can be in this field. which is I am gifted for. I can be in this field of innovation, but out of the illusion, with the right people, with the right purpose, because all fields they need transformation. But in order to transform, my light needed to be cleaner, greater, like stronger, so that I could go back, let's say in the right manner, out of the illusion into that field and start the transformation and the healing process. So nowadays here in Brazil, together with the NGO work, with the charity work, with the spiritual work, I am back helping as an engineer, as an innovation expert, helping small and medium companies. This is the stage I am at. I don't see any sense into going to multinationals at the moment. Maybe that will come, maybe not. To help them transform their businesses. And why? Because these people, medium and small companies, most of the time they're here in Brazil family business. So they are closer to be able to build another kind of business, which is not to enrich only one or to enrich one family, but they can learn faster and easier to shift to what is from now on a collective way of bringing well-being to a group of people and to produce a product or a service that is really good and essential for the field, the community, the place we live at, right? So it's not I am the owner and I will get the profit. No, everybody who is here is an owner. I can
It's
have the
bottom up.
idea,
Yeah,
I can have the drive to build the business, but if I don't have people with me for marketing, for Instagram, for producing the good, for going there and delivering the service, my idea means nothing. So we
yeah.
don't we don't have that difference anymore.
And here your way was the different stages, different steps you took, which led you where you are right now. Um, and everything, yeah, was just meaningful. It made, yeah, each step was creating the point where you are right now. And you can understand the big companies as well as the small ones, and can see where they are and to create that change. And this is also to trust your path, to trust your
Hmm.
way. Everything makes sense, each little part. Maybe there are some ways of a living of a life where people ask themselves how made that sense. We don't know yet. Maybe in some years this will be the perfect knowledge someone else needs. So
Yes.
this is also helping me with my trust in myself and my way. um yeah, to create bottom up a new system, and how change is possible. Of Yeah, it's of
Yes.
course if s- like a strict architecture of a business or of a worldwide company, yeah, it's hard to change them. So of
Hmm.
course it's interesting to work as you do. um yeah, and so to help people with going on their way in times where it's maybe not that easy to go on, or not too easy to see where to go on, which path to walk. um, Maybe it's helpful to recognize, okay, everything I did will make sense even though I don't know
Hmm.
yet.
Hmm.
um, if there's something out there I'm afraid of, collect it, take it back. It's yourself. And also see it as a chance, because why to be afraid? it's also a nice thing to look at yourself to see why you're afraid of. So even if you found a business, um, it's also only a reflection of yourself. If you
Mhm.
are afraid of stepping into your full power, your business will show that to you. I know what I'm talking about. I
Right.
am and I was afraid of. So my business definitely showed me, okay, you are not, you don't think you are worth it to step into your power. Okay, here I'm going to show you because this is what I have to do as a business, as an energy field. I'm just, I am here to show you what you think about yourself. Thank you. Um, so, and to go on, um, to let something helpful getting out of myself. I think I just get into that and see whether there is a hint.
I think maybe the hint, Seika, is like exactly to complement what you were saying. Like, not, don't judge. Collect yourself and make those steps. You will understand later how they are building the new together. After a while, you will start seeing the result. But you need to start, and to start, you need to don't judge and be connected with the new energy. So if
Uh,
your acting is not part of the illusion anymore, it doesn't matter what you choose to do, which size it will be, where you will be, in which field you will be. If it's not part of the illusion anymore, it's going in the right direction.
yeah, what I got is to stay in that calm and in that, yeah, as you said, you spend some time just in that quietness
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with nature. We are not trained to do so. We're trained to work. We're trained to do. We're trained to make something out of us, to put out something. And what took me quite a lot of time to understand and to feel that it's okay is to not do that, is to really stay in that quietness, to listen better, to understand better, to, when in October I also had a moment where I was able to change my life. I did, because I thought everything is fine, and yeah, now I understand that there were some old connections that needed to be cut, and I couldn't let go of them. I was afraid of letting go of them, because I thought I needed them, but I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't. Um, because it was a lesson, and so now those old things I chose again on October, it's breaking now again. And so now I understand, and this is another, from my point of view, very important message, to stay in that calmness again, to be patient, to be quiet, to be with yourself, not to go out and to hustle, to do because something must be done. This will have the same results, I'm sure, again, because I'm not listening. I don't understand yet completely, and maybe I will never do. But now I don't have the feeling to really go on now, and I feel that I should stay here for a while until I get that flow, until I know, okay, now whatever needs to be done, it will be done. And I know from all the things I did before, as you had your steps in your life, all those different, yeah, learnings and opportunities. I had them as well, and it was every time the same. When those energy was stepping into my field, everything was just flowing. It was so easy. And
Mm-hmm.
once I sense it, I know it will be the same. And maybe this is what someone else might need to hear, to wait till that energy will appear.
Y-
And until it appears, to stay calm, to listen, to connect to everything, to connect to yourself, to connect to the divine
Mhm.
entities, to earth, to her, to him, to them, to ourselves, and then to go on. And this is something that makes me quite go crazy sometimes, because it's so unusual, because I always think the outside world is expecting something from me, and
Mhm.
but I can't, and I can't deliver, because I know it's not right at the moment.
Yeah,
And
they
this is the new quality. It's at the moment the old way says do that now, but I know, no, it's not right now. I need to be able to stay here now until my go comes, and then I will, yeah, do everything.
yeah, the illusion expects something of us. The illusion expects something of us. And
Yeah.
yes, I think we can close with this and like remind a practical way of doing it is really, for example, the half an hour that we have before the episode. This half an hour could be for you, for everybody, a daily practice. It is for me a daily practice. Do I get it all the time? No, I don't. I really need to get better at it. But as Ika said, when I don't have the practice of connecting in the morning, the day runs completely different. Like in a, let's say, negative way. It's not negative, but like if I do make my homework of sitting the half an hour before I start the day, like if I wake up at 5:30, like get you a time, maybe for me that's important. It makes it easier. Like 5:30 and sit in silence, connect. I connect to myself, to the divine. I feel I feel my purpose. I feel what is my place to be. And that then can expand into all actions of my day because I'm not at the place I need to be yet. This is building up through my story, through my choices, through the stones I still need to put in my road to be there. I'm not there yet, but I can sense that purpose. I can leave it out inside me and let it flow like into all actions of the day. And then I will be guided there to the place I need to be, like in 20 years of my life.
This is also kind of self love, to give
Mm-hmm.
yourself that time to connect with yourself. And now the sun is shining so bright, so beautiful. I was taking a walk in the morning today, and it was so great. I was enjoying it so much. And yeah, and I remember some weeks ago I didn't do that. I mean, it wasn't that light, but um, it would have done some good. It would have made me feel better, maybe. And so I do that now, and it's okay. It's half an
Yes.
hour, it's or 1 hour, but they will be more calm and
Yeah.
clear and more guided. Yeah.
We will be out of the illusion and back to ourselves.
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I think that's it for today, folks.
Hmm.
Get out of the illusion and back to your real selves and let it just flow into everything you touch in your day and everything you say and everything you do. Thank you again, Zika, for this beautiful
Thanks,
Monday
Carol.
morning.
Yeah, it was great. All the best.
Bye,
Have a nice
folks.
day.
Have a
Bye.
nice day and a beautiful week.
Ciao.